Greetings, welcome to episode 72. This is container 29, part 1. I got through container 28 in 2 videos. The part 2 of container 28 was rather long, so I'm going to try to avoid doing that again, because it seemed very long. So those of you who watched it, thank you. So let's see what we have in container 29. Let me rise up to the occasion. Empty envelope from Japan. I seem to be a big fan of envelopes. This one is from Hong Kong and is completely empty. So far, so good. This one has, strange, I would say. Custom Sega gamegear video game case, Streets of Rage 2, new box. Case type poly, smaller black case. Does it give a date? March 22nd, 2014. It is a case that someone made. I guess so if you didn't have the box, but you had the game, and I guess over here where you'd put a CD in there, I guess you'd put the manual in there, and then the game would go here, and it's plastic snap tight. Not too sure about this one, but I must have thought it was cool, or thought I had a reason to have it. Let me just move this down here. We have a very well wrapped in the sense that I probably never opened it to inspect it. Once I received it, I probably received it and was like, oh yeah, I can see that's the game. Good thing I have a couple fingernails. They use saran wrap to wrap it all up. It's a Japanese game. And why I bought this, I don't know, because I already have a copy of this. Super Monaco GP2. Maybe it was dirt cheap, like $1.99 or something, and I was like, that's just too cheap to pass up on a Japanese game. Most of the time, I don't even know what I'm thinking, let alone when I'm buying Game Gear. We have a complete but sort of mangled box of Arena Maze of Death. 1 player, kids to adults. This game has a cool angle, like a side downward angle to the gameplay, which is unique. I sort of like it. So yes, I have played that game. We have Tales Adventures, Japanese game. I think I just showed you this in the last video, if I'm correct. Either part 1 or part 2. Japanese game. We have the Japanese version of Alien 3. This does not look familiar. This is from 1994. I don't know if I've shown you this game in Japanese form. Oh no. If you've been watching my videos, you know. Oh. Thank God, another sealed Tom and Jerry. Can't beat that with a bat. Oh, no, don't you worry. Here's another one. You're probably like, just one copy this time in this container? This one is not sealed. This one's been opened and played. But yet it is still Tom and Jerry the movie. But I'll keep going, because I have another sealed copy of Tom and Jerry. I don't know how many of these I bought. I would have to go through all the photos that I take of the games before I put them, as I'm putting them away for storage, and add them up. I would say maybe 15 at this point. Another one. There's no way that I thought these were going to be great trade bait, but I don't know. I saw sealed, brand new, unplayed, and was like, hey, I should get that. This is just the empty box for Streets of Rage. So I'm going to have to go through my spare manuals and games and insert the trade card insert, the game insert to hold the game in place. Put that off to the side. Oh, God. How about another one? That's nuts. Won't give this one too much airtime, since that's 5 already. Knock these 2 out. We have it looks like a sun-faded cover and smushed box of Cheese Catastrophe, starring Speedy Gonzales. Now, this I have not shown before. So I'm hoping in future containers that I find this game in mint condition, complete in box. They left me a little note. Thanks for bidding. I came across 7 sealed Sonic 2 games, and they are not moving. I've made a few jokes about burning them and putting it on YouTube, but maybe one will be safe with you. Enjoy, Brandon. 10/22/2011. So Brandon sent me as a bonus Sonic the Hedgehog 2 sealed. Sonic's back for another Too Fast, Too Cool adventure. And there is the store Ames, A-M-E-S. It was just like Zare. If any of you out there are old enough to remember Zare. Zare was pretty much closed, and then Ames came along. And when I went to Ames, I'm like, this is Zare, like just under a different name. But it was $19.99. They probably just made a whole lot of them and they didn't sell, so they went on clearance everywhere. We have, I think it's Magic Knight Ray Earth, but I'll put the proper title up on the screen. And this little guy, I showed you in the last video, I had a stuffed animal version of him for whatever reason. Let me turn this around. we have another Japanese game, shrink wrapped, encased in cardboard, and then shrink wrapped even further to the cardboard. And it's Arliel. Arliel? I think there might be another name for it. All right, this is the Japanese version, obviously, but I think there's another. It's like another game. And then when they ported it over to the Japanese system, they changed the title. I could be wrong, though. I'll let you know when I put the title and stuff up. 1991, Sega. Made in Japan. Uh-oh. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Super 2-in-1. Looks like we have Altered Beast and Shinobi. Ooh, didn't like that. I'll put a picture in the corner. Super 2-in-1. I like bootleg games that come with the boxes. It's just a bonus if they also come with instruction manuals. I don't know. I just like them. They're different. Let me take these out. This is from Hong Kong. Let's see if they put a date on here. They stamped it, but the stamp is really inconsistent and very faint, so I can't give you an exact date as when these are shipped. However, I have bought from this seller before, and his prices used to be much more reasonable, and he would have like rare bootlegs of Sega Game Gear games in the box, and lots of multi-game cartridges in the box, but then like his prices just shot up. So when I do find something on his eBay seller site, I'm just like, oh, that's badass. I don't have that, but I'm like, I'm not paying $125 for a game that's going to sit on a shelf. But this makes absolutely no sense. I'm glad it focused. There are symbols on there that I could try to translate, but it's just a warrior chick with a lion with wings. Patent right be registered. Let me peek inside and see if there is an instruction. There's something. It's instructions for a game, but I don't know if it's the game that's on this cartridge or they just stuck this in there. I would have to plug in the game and see if it would actually boot up and play. And I'll show you a picture of the actual cart. It has the HTH sticker on there, which is semi-common for bootleg games. Cute little clear bag that it came in. But wait, there's more. Ooh, this one's even more risque. This one has a half-naked woman with, looks like 2 dinosaurs. One on each side, and she's barely clothed. And there are symbols around her head. I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese. I would have to try to decipher that code to see if it by chance says what the game title is, or if it's just going to say video game Let me put that off to the side. This one has a booklet. And I want to say this is R-type. Yeah, R-type. The instructions for R-type are included with this game. So maybe that game is R-type with just a very strange box and cover art. But wait, there's one more. I remember when I got these in the mail, I was so excited because they had to come such a long distance, and I was worried that the seller was... I sent the seller a request saying, please put these in a solid box so they don't get crushed. You know, the game boxes don't get crushed. And it took a long time, and I was like, either they're lost in the mail, or he put them in an envelope and the envelope split, and they're just gone forever. This has like a warrior holding a bow and arrow, and then a female barely clothed, and they're standing in front of a giant elephant. And I'll take a picture with my cell phone and then put it over here so you can see close up of what it looks like. But very unique. There is something written down the side. Again, I would have to try to translate it, whether it's Japanese or Chinese. This one has no instruction booklet, and the picture on the game box is the sticker that's on here, so there's nothing to tip you off as to what the game is. But they are 3 badass bootlegs. So I am in favor of that. This game, Batter Up by Namco. I remember doing battle with another collector for this game. It seemed like every time a mint in box complete came up, that he paid top dollar for it. And I think he did it like 3 times. So he got like 3 copies. I'm like, dude, relax. Just be happy that you have one complete in the box and let me have one of those. Another weird envelope. This has no date. It is a loose multi-game cartridge. Super 16-in-1. I'll put a picture on the screen. I think I have this. I'm very confident that I already have this game, but I'm not sure if I have it complete with the bootleg box or not. But that came in this little envelope from Singapore. Collecting piece by piece from around the world. A lot of bubble wrap for Phantasy Star Adventure. It doesn't want to focus for me. Phantasy Star Adventure. All right. Looks like I have a regular protective box, and it says, "This is from Troy." I don't know who Troy is, but thank you for the spare box, Troy. We have Super 2-in-1. Yeah, it's not going to focus on that tonight. So I'll put a big picture of it up there for you to see. It's in black and white, and it looks like it's like a Xerox of a Xerox of a Xerox, so it's very poor quality. But it's multi-game, so I was like, I have to have it. This is Super 6-in-1, Pac-Man, Columns, Pengo, Wonder Boy, and then 2 other titles in Japanese, and it has the little button, the rubber button, for you to pick the game to select one game to the next, to the next. Usually the rubber button is black, but this one happens to be like a magenta, a light purple. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But another bootleg multi-game. Here we go. Here's a different version. I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures with my cell phone to put all these up here. This just says Gear Card instead of Sega, and it has Woody Pop and Columns on it. I'll hold it there pretending that it's all focused in, but you'll see a picture of it. All right, and let's see. Can we finish? These are just games after games after games. We'll finish with this. We'll finish with Beavis and Butthead by Viacom. Where they have to get rocking at the Guar concert. This could be you, except it's like us. Viacom, new media. So I think I'll stop there. There's still quite a few games in here and boxes that things were shipped to me in that I haven't opened and looked to see what's inside. So there might be some cool stuff or there might be some nonsense. So I'll end it early this time instead of going on for 33 minutes or whatever it was. I will see you back in 1 week for episode 73, Container 29, Part 2. And until then, please be well.
Come on, Cal. Turn on the computer.
Dad, you don't turn on a computer. You load the system.